Hey, what's up? So for today, we're going to my favorite freediving playground, which is the barge/American tanker, and we're gonna see some interesting stuff, play with a bunch of conch shells, and just have some good dives. Let's go.
First mini drop, and I see this cute little puffer. Well, she's playing hide and seek. I saw a lot of these little guys. We call them EE, which are juvenile bluefin trevally. And instead of walking on land to the wreck, I decided to take a look at the reef life and see how it was doing. It made me happy to see it teeming with life. I mean, all that sun on my back is cooking right now. But that's okay because stateside made me a bit white, so I gotta get my tan back on. You know, I always get a little bit spooked when I see the coral from the distance because it's just dark, murky, and a silhouette, and you can only see the details when you get up closer. It always freaks me out. So I come to, I don't know what this is to be honest, but it's like 5 metal pillars in the middle of nowhere, and I just try to pull myself between these and possibly get a cool shot. Look at that, it's a big cloud of foreshadowing. Whenever I'm diving, I always try to find shells and pick them up, and one of my favorite ones is to try to find these pyramid type shells. I'm not sure what the English name is, but in Jamal we call it a lily. Another is the spider conch shell, and this one has a guy in it, so I'm gonna just let him go and live in peace. I thought I saw another one, but it was trash. Look, in a lily and a spider conch shell together. This one had a hermit crab holding on for dear life. But man, I love these colors. The smoothness on these shells are so beautiful. Throughout the session, I kept seeing sand clouds, and I'm wondering what made them, like a ray or a large fish or something like that. I also came across this giant clam, and this one was bright marine blue. Like, look how beautiful this guy is. Next I got to the anchor, and I'm still not sure if it's some random ship anchor or from the World War II shipwreck. There's this metal box that I wanted to explore a bit. So I dived down, and it's probably like 20 feet, and I realize it's a lot narrower than I thought it was. And so I'm just trying to like squeeze my way through in between. And I'm just trying to like look inside to see if there's any crabs or octopus inside here, but nada, nothing really.
Alright, finally made it to the beginning of the spot, so now we're gonna go to the first wreck.
Another sand cloud, and they come in patches, not in like big areas, so I know there's something else in these waters with me that I'm just not seeing. Anyways, I get to this first bit of wreck, and I gotta dive through it. It's like a welcoming gate. Now the first big wreck is my favorite. You're greeted with these pillars, so I'm just gonna take a small breathe up, then I get distracted by this little guy, and I'm like, oh, he's such a cutie. He's such a little one. Okay, back to business. I do a little breathe up, and then I dive down, because I want to see it in this perspective, to see how grand it is. And I'm like swimming through an ancient place, going through these huge doors. It just looks so awesome at this time of day, especially when it's sunny. And this is what I'm here for. Look at that. That big god light rays. Magnificent. Now when you come up, you gotta be a bit careful because sometimes this place is rough and the clearance can be pretty low on high tides. So I always look up and not to hit my head. So I dive down to put my camera on something and I get a little spooked because the wall moved and I realize it's an oyster thingy. So I put my camera on him and try to see if I can get a cool shot here. This place isn't really deep at all. It's only like 20 feet or something like that. I like to shoot up a little air to create some sparkles above me. Second dive was a pretty cool shot too. Hey, how about this Dutch angle, huh? That was totally intentional. So after the dive, I got on top to check out these little seabirds. I think they're called brown naughty, but they're swarmed all over the place.
With this place here, you need to be actually very careful because there are eggs hidden everywhere. They blend so well with the concrete right here. Look at this little guy.
Look at this baby brown naughty being a little naughty.
That's right.
Now this right here is the deck of the ship. And for my next dive, I gotta put my fins away because the entrance is too small for it. I gotta squeeze myself vertically through here. So I take a big breath and then I gotta go down. But it's a bit hard without weights and a full tank of air in my lungs. So I decided to let out a little so I can sink easier. And I just inched my way through. And it opens up to this huge pitch black room with only one light in the other end. But my camera can't really pick up on it. And it's such an eerie feeling. Like, what if something big is in the dark corner just staring at you? Like somebody's watching me. Makes my anxiety. Anyways, I'm over it, so I gotta go up and squeeze through again. Before I leave this place, I wanted to see if I could get a few shots here. You ever wonder how the camera got to the position where the person is heading before they got there? Alright, so next drop. It's not a deep dive at all. It's one of my favorites because it's another squeeze through, and it's only about 1.5 feet or something like that to go through, and it's easy to get cut up on. But it opens up to this room. It was so fun going through that hole, so I gotta throw the shotgun. Oh, I almost hit my head swimming backwards. Gotta watch out there. This is another room that I love diving in all around. But check out these floating particles. It's like I'm in a Stranger Things episode or something. Man, there's 2 dive boats right there. And I really want to go to the American Tanker and to Kai. But the thing is, I don't have my GoPro waterproof case, and so this GoPro can only go down to about like 35 or 30 feet, something like that. And I would have to go about 60 feet, so I don't want to leave my GoPro just somewhere here on the rocks. So I might not be able to go over there today. So sad. Anyways. So next drop, I decided to just explore more of the places. I get to the bottom, and when I go in, I realize that it's sealed and it's just a dead end. And I thought it was another swim through, so I'm looking for the other opening. And when I go through the exit, my leg gets snagged onto some coral, and I cut my calf up a little, but nothing major though. Next drop, and I'm just cruising next to one of the wrecks. I turn back around because I want to see if anything's following me, and then I get a little spooked by this coral right above my head, and then I decided to ascend up to get some air. Back at Seabird Heaven, and the rains finally hit and the waves picked up a lot. I'm just trying to get a footing so I can get up and out of the water. And these guys are soaked. Well, the rain stopped, and it's about time to head back, but I gotta go out in style with an audience watching me. I think they rated it a 10 out of 10. On the way back, I saw this bubble-like thing with nothing in it. I have no idea what this is, but if anyone knows, please tell me. Another sand cloud, and I know something's here that I just can't see, that leaves like right before I get there. Check out this cool coral, almost like a perfect round dome, and I think they tagged it. out of the water, and I gotta rinse my gear and then split out because I am tired. Anyways, thanks for watching. Until next time.